Justin Jones has been elected as the interim successor for the vacant seat of Tennessee House District 52, pursuant to the state law and the rules governing the Metropolitan Council.
Okay, I don't know if that video is exciting as it should be for what it represents, but it is actually pretty awesome news. Just 4 days after Tennessee House Republicans expelled Democratic lawmaker Justin Jones for participating in a gun control protest and committing the original sin of speaking through a bullhorn, Nashville's Metro Council voted unanimously to send him back to his old seat. In fact, during that, part of that unanimous thing is Council member Delashia Porterfield, Jones's one-time opponent, who lost against him in the Democratic primary last year. So this is a recent opponent, stood Monday to urge her colleagues to support him now, saying the people made a choice and it was the right choice. How much do you like that? That's the person that just beat you, but now they've gone off, done this great thing in representing the constituents that you wanted to represent, and you ally with them. I love it. I love to see it. I want to give you a little bit more video though, because that was just the first step of a process that resulted in Representative Jones once again being on the legislative floor where he caused such a ruckus. Take a look at this.
Yes, sir.
So there, not long after that unanimous vote, you saw Justin Jones leading a group of about 1,000 people in a march to the Capitol, then being sworn in on the steps, and then being led back onto the floor by Gloria Johnson, the final member of the Tennessee Three. He announced, I want to welcome the people back to the people's house. I want to welcome democracy back to the people's house. I like the sentiment. I do want us to bear in mind that it is still the Tennessee state legislature, and I'm not sure how much less hostile to democracy they'll be this week than they were last week. But it is good to see Representative Jones back in his position. Conscious, what do you think about this?
Man, I got a lot of thoughts. I'll try to be short with it. I think that a lot of the world that's looking and seeing what's going on with the Justins is maybe laughing at America, and hypocrisy is very humorous. We know that they was able to move swiftly when it came to removing them brothers out of that space and place. But we know when it comes to thinking about like this simple gun control, you feel me? We know that process is usually pushed out the way. I mean, me being somebody that talks about racism on the internet, I'm usually chastised and told that, hey, what you're talking about does not even exist no more. And then we see in 2023 that there are 3 individuals that, stand up and say some things, and just so happen to 2 black people, you feel me, is, moved around. The last thing I'll say is when we think about specifically what happened and how usually people are being made out to be racial victims or making everything about race, 2 black men decided to stand in solidarity with students about gun violence, and Republicans made it about race.
Yeah. I'm curious. So I know a lot of us have been trying to figure out, like, this was designed by the right wing to send a message like, don't step out of line, don't speak up, certainly don't bring the people in here. The people have no place in there. But it sure seems like by kicking them out, they've drastically raised the profile of especially the Justins. So I don't know, like trying to look forward like into the future. Do you think that is this going to cause some state legislators to be a little bit more hesitant to engage in these sorts of protests because maybe they fear being kicked out too? Or do you think that this is dramatically gonna turn around in the favor of the Democrats?
This is definitely gonna turn around in favor of the Democrats. We know that right now the Republicans is illustrating their incompetence time after time after time again. See, it's real easy to scapegoat what's going on in the classroom. All the liberals is brainwashing the kids, and that's the reason why it's easy to make those type of analysis. But when we see people, the entire country seeing what happened in Tennessee. Think about how many 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds that's gonna be able to vote for the first time in the election. Who they gonna vote for and how they gonna vote? So for me, it's really thinking about how the Republicans accidentally turned them brothers into martyrs, into literal symbols of progressivism, literal symbols of how we should move forward and who we should be in opposition against. And then to end this little rant, think about it. Them brothers keep on talking about what side of history, them individuals that voted them out, what side of history they're gonna be on. The children, the youth, the teenagers that's watching this, They probably already decided what side of history they want to be on. So in 2024, when the demographic statistics come out and you crying and whining about how the young folks is not voting red, think about what happened in Tennessee and think about the message that is sent to all of the young children that's tired of going to classrooms and having what they being taught. People have more energy for that than how they actually being taught in terms of their safety. So just keep that in mind. And Republicans, if you missed out, simplifying it, the reason why you suck at appealing to young voters is because you do shenanigans like what you did in Tennessee. I'll rest my case, Your Honor.
It's so weird to like do stuff like that, and you're stripping away people's rights, and you're like they see like, oh, we can attack trans people, and that's basically for free. We don't care about trans people. We don't know people, but young people are way more likely to know about, to care about, to be curious about these groups that the right finds so easy to attack. How do you think this leads to them supporting you in elections? Like they are like mystified by the fact that they keep losing amongst young voters. It is such a short-sighted political strategy.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.